When we first arrived in Cambodia, we were amazed by how different the architecture was and how beautiful and open it all was. Suddenly, we turned a corner and we fell silent as we were confronted by a beautiful and imposing building. At that point, we didn't know that we had just passed the royal palace. Despite being exhausted from our 21 hours of traveling, we were suddenly re-energized by the majestic sight of the palace. Later that same day, we visited the palace, and although it was raining, we could not bring ourselves to be miserable. Throughout, we saw plenty of beautiful structures, but as we traveled more and more into the country, it became apparent that outer appearances could be deceiving.
During our first week, we went to a place that looked like a garden. It was peaceful with a gorgeous pond with lilies and a beautiful tree with colorful bracelets all the way up and down the trunk. This tree wasn't any regular tree. It was called the killing tree and was used to kill babies by bashing their heads against the trunk. This garden wasn't any regular garden. We were in the killing fields. A gorgeous stupa, a Buddhist memorial for the dead, rose above the tree line. At first glance, it looks like a beautiful monument in a garden, but after realizing where we really were, it was almost eerie. This feeling continued as we wandered closer to it and realized it was filled with skulls. We had talked about the killing fields before. What we had imagined and what we were seeing were not the same. The same feeling continued to visit us throughout the rest of our trip.